Hey everybody, Real with Wes coming at you day 2 here, talking about being able to hear the voice of God. Long story short with that, and being in a place to hear. Well, here's the next part of a place to hear. It's going to be kind of simple today and straightforward what I'm talking about. You know, Jesus made the statement, he who has ears, let him hear. And it sounds, the Elizabeth, was really made that sound complicated more than it is. Really, what does it mean? If you're willing to hear, then you'll hear. And so many times what we have to do is get the pride out of the way and be willing to hear the voice of God. And so many times we don't realize our self is in the way and blocking the voice of God. When we get in our self-centered, we hear what we want to hear. How many times you know that? Husbands, how many of you know times you have that selective hearing? Parents, your kids will have that selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear, what makes you feel good, what sounds good, what resonates with what you feel and your emotions and the self-centeredness on the inside. That will distort your hearing, and it puts you in a place of hearing, but hearing the wrong things. And I'll probably talk more about that tomorrow. But our self-will get in the way. And so what do? You say, God, I submit to you. I recognize that I'm not hearing you, that I got a problem and I need to hear you. I recognize that my will is in the way and I need to submit it to you. And I realize you have the answer. That's what it really comes down to when we come to that willingness here, realizing God has the real answer and his answer is the better answer. His ways are higher than our ways. And that's a humility statement. So it's this willingness to get our religion out of the way, to get our tradition out of the way, to get our self-centeredness out of the way, to get our narrow way of thinking and being open and humble and saying, maybe I don't know it all. Maybe I don't have it figured out. Maybe I really don't have the answer. Or maybe the answer that I have is not really working. And so I need to get before God and say, God, I need you. I need you to speak to me. And I need to be willing that also when you tell me what I'm going to tell you, knowing it's the right answer and me submitting to it. Because I'm not always going to like the answer. That answer may not always necessarily make me quote unquote feel good. It'll bring peace. It'll bring internal peace, but maybe it won't feel good to my self-centeredness is what it'll be. So today, all is a real simple thing. I want to come at you today. Be willing to hear. Humble yourself and say, I need God. Submit to God and get the pride out of the way. And man, let me tell you, the voice of God flows in that, and you're in the place of hearing when you're willing and realizing, man, I need to hear what God is telling me because his way is higher than my way. And I'm going to submit to that where grace flows. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow.